Have you ever noticed how people born in the 1970s seem to carry themselves with a quiet confidence that feels almost impossible to replicate? There's something about them that feels both grounded and adaptable, like they lived through the last era where patience was actually a virtue. They're the forgotten generation, the ones who experienced childhood without constant connectivity but entered adulthood right as the digital world exploded. And their psychology reveals something fascinating about how timing shapes who we become. People from the 70s experienced something rare in human history. They grew up in the final decade, where boredom was something you had to solve with your imagination, not your phone. Saturday afternoons meant actually going outside because there was literally nothing else to do. If you wanted to talk to a friend, you called their house and hoped they were home. This created a psychology of resourcefulness that still shows up today in how they approach problems and relationships. But here's what makes them different from every generation before and after. They witnessed the exact moment when everything changed. They remember life before remote controls, before microwaves were in every kitchen, before computers existed in homes. They lived through the shift from a world that moved slowly to one that demanded instant everything. This experience created a psychological flexibility that's almost impossible to teach. The 70s generation learned patience through necessity, not choice. They waited for their favorite songs to come on the radio just so they could record them on cassette tapes. They understood that good things took time because everything took time. There was no other option. This forced patience built something powerful in their minds. A natural ability to delay gratification that researchers now know is linked to better life outcomes across every measure. Psychologically, they developed what we might call analog wisdom in a digital world. They can appreciate the convenience of modern technology without being enslaved by it. They text, but they also call. They use social media, but they don't live on it. They remember when privacy was normal and connection required effort, so they value both differently than younger generations. Maybe that's why talking to someone from the 70s feels different. They listen without checking their phone. They're present without making a big deal about being present. They've somehow managed to keep the rhythm of a slower world, even as everything around them speeds up. They're not trying to go backward or sprint forward. They're just naturally balanced between what was and what is. The psychology of the 70s generation teaches us something important. Sometimes the best way to handle a fast world is to remember what it felt like when things moved slowly. And sometimes wisdom isn't about learning new things. It's about not forgetting the old ones.